Hey everyone, welcome back to another tea video. Today I'm bringing you another tea from West China Tea. This one is the 2016 Pomelo-Aged 8 Immortals. Continuing off of that last one, which was Dankong Oolong 8 Immortals. This is simply the version that's been aged in a giant pomelo for 8 years. Showing you the leaves here. So these are leaves, and then there's a chunk of pomelo to the right, but quite dark. Quite a bit of powder in there as well. And then this is the pomelo itself. So I think in order to evenly split this into two different servings, I'll probably break the pomelo in half as well, just so I can have that with another serving. But so far, it looks really nice. Let's give it a quick dry smell. I imagine it smells quite fruity, right? It does. It smells quite fruity. Like an aged caramelized fruit. Almost reminds me of tomato in a weird way. It smells very nice though. It's like an herbal, fruity, tomato, citrusy. I don't know. It's definitely interesting. You can tell it's not like a fresh fruit. It's like a hint of fruit, but it's very nice. So I'm gonna be doing my best to get about 5 grams weighed out and into my gaiwan. I have it heating with some water now, just some hot water as well to get out some stuff from the last brew. But yeah, I will be right back with that first wash and first steep. Here is that wash going in at 206 degrees Fahrenheit, just a bit under boiling to hopefully get a little more fruitiness out of it. Um, Not sure if that'll work out, but we will see. As always, wash as quick as I can move my hands. So sometimes a little quicker than others. Really nice looking liquid. I might actually try drinking this. Really nice, I don't know, deep, like a burnt looking amber color. Um, Real clear, surprisingly, for how powdery that tea looked. Granted, I didn't add powder to this batch. I kind of just threw all that back in the bag for the most part. There's a little bit down there, but it's not too bad. Really nice looking, actually. And I did my best to split that pomelo in half. It smells fantastic. Let's get a better smell out of the gaiwan. It smells amazing, actually. It smells stunning. Really fruity, like a burnt sugar, um, like a burnt sugar molassesy kind of smell, mixed in with that classic oolong scent that you're used to. You know, like a little bit of a astringent, little bit of a, I don't know, a tea, astringent, maybe a little floral, a little vegetal scent. It's like all that, and then that like burnt sugar, brown sugar, molassesy, citrusy, is like on top of it. It's super, super nice smell. I decided I am going to taste this wash, just because it smells and looks good. So let's give that a little taste real quick. Hmm. I'd say it's still pretty light on flavor, but definitely has something, especially in mouthfeel. Hmm. Very interesting. It has like and I assume it's from the pomelo. It has like a bit of a spice and a bit of an oiliness that kind of like coats the mouth, but then it also has that citrusiness, um, Very little to no tea flavor currently, but I definitely get a lot of flavor from that pomelo, I think. This is very nice so far. All right, we're gonna do another steep on camera, see if we can get some more tea flavor out of that. I'll be right back. Right, we're gonna go in a little hotter this time on this first steep, just because I feel like I didn't get much actual tea flavor, just pomelo on that wash. So I think in order to open up the tea a little more, we'll just go a bit hotter, which I already see quite a bit more color. I think we'll go for about 10 seconds on this steep. But while we're waiting, to talk a little bit more about this tea, for this size bag, which is basically just a little sample, is $12.99, so quite expensive. But I will say, with West China tea, it seems the more tea you get at once, the more the better the price, basically. So if you get like larger quantities, or say you previously got a sample, you really liked it, and you want more, from the looks of it, it's better to get a larger quantity. Which either way, this pomelo tea is still quite pricey, but it's quite aged. It's kind of a specialty product, right? They stuff a pomelo with tea, as well as the Dankong oolong. That this came from is just already kind of pricey anyway. The eight Immortals, that is, which I have the Thunderstruck as well, which is $11.99. So it's already kind of just a pricey tea at from what I saw at any tea shop you go to, not just West China tea. But I will link it below, of course. I believe there was still some available from the 8-year aged, and I think they had a 10-year age. They might have even had a 12. But I'll link one below. It should be pretty easy to find the rest. Once you go to one link, they'll probably have suggestions, or if you just look up pomelo, I'm sure you'll find it on their site. But here's the difference between them. There's the wash versus the first steep. Yeah, that wash mostly just taste of a little bit of spice and some pomelo, or like citrus, kind of like it's interesting. It doesn't taste. It's like, cause it has that aged burnt sugar molassesy note. It almost tastes like a kind of like a hint of a citrus candy in a interesting way. But now it has a quite a bit different color, quite a bit darker. Still very beautiful looking. Still like that deep burnt orange look to it that I really appreciate. Also, doesn't look cloudy or muddy or bad at all. Looks very surprisingly clear. Picture has a bit extra, but that's okay. And this tea, very dark. Like, you can't really see it on camera. It's just super dark. Looks like coal. Let's give it another smell. Yeah, it is very nice smelling. It almost reminds me of that interesting and different. It was a Japanese tea I had from Mayleaf. They described it as a pu'er, but it was like that koji one. Kind of reminds me of that, just that weird fruitiness that it's kind of there, but seems kind of fake. That's what I'm getting on this too. Which obviously it's real. That's like pomelo peel, but yeah, definitely very interesting. I think it'd go really. Someone in the comment on that video mentioned it would. After a couple brews, it goes really well if you put it in a bottle with some cool water and just leave it in the fridge. Make like a cold brew. I think this would do really well with that as well. All right, so here is the website for you. I did find it real quick. So 30 grams, 2016 Pomelo-Aged 8 Immortals is 27.99. So a bit better deal. Goes from being a little more than $1 a gram to being a little less, and then it should, yeah, go down a little bit cheaper every time you go up in grams. If you're really into this tea, so you do save quite a bit by just getting more. If you go on the site as well. Oh, all right, there we go. If you go through, they also this is just in the Phoenix Oolong section. When you browse teas, they also have this 2010 version, um, which is a bit more pricey. But if you're looking for more age, there you go. Those are both still available. Last time I checked, the Thunderstruck and the original Eight Immortals are currently sold out on, actually, unfortunately, a lot of tea people's websites, it seems. Must be very popular. Or maybe there's a season? I don't know. But a lot of these seem aged, so I don't think the season really matters. I'm not sure how that works. But we're going to give this tea a try real quick. Very nice. That pomelo is still very strong flavor in there. Adds quite a bit of sweetness and a little bit of a, I don't want to say bitterness because it doesn't really taste bitter. I think the age has mellowed that bitter into just kind of an extra, I don't know, maybe a pleasant bitterness, can I say? It's not like super bitter. I'm not just like puckering or anything. But it's definitely that extra mouth feel and extra flavor that's in there from the peel. Very noticeable. It's nice, very nice. Very balancing. I think that turned that Eight Immortals was good. Don't get me wrong. It just not really my cup of tea. But I think the pomelo made it into my cup of tea. I think I definitely like it a lot more than the original. Really nice. Very much enjoy this tea. I would very much recommend it actually. A little bit pricey, so maybe do it for your splurge. Maybe because yeah, it's about $1 a gram. It's not like the priciest out there, especially compared to those last green teas I recently had. But it's definitely up there. But very solid. It man, I do like this tea a lot. Very fruity, good amount of that natural sweetness in there from the pomelo, as well as the tea itself, and it's very balanced between the tea and the pomelo. And very energizing. I already feel energized, or maybe just in a better mood because good tea puts me in a good mood. But yeah, I think that's all I have today for this. I'll link this below. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more tea content. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. All right. Thanks for watching. See you.